22-point lead. They shot 83% from the field. They scored 45 points. It was a lot of fun for everybody. 14 fast break punts. They had dunks. Bench was getting involved. 9 different guys scoring in that first quarter, James, and they never looked back.
Yeah, statistically they started the game well, but the one thing that's going to feel really good now is to get home and get in your own bed later on tonight.
It's a long road trip.
It's a long road trip, Gator, and it's going to feel good. But they did what they needed to do. Obviously, they would have liked to pick up a couple more wins on this road trip. But to be able to finish with a win and getting Austin Reeves back on the floor just gives you another dimension of, you know, healthiness for the team, confidence to know he's coming back. So when you get back home, you got a lot of games at home. You got Austin Reeves back. You try to turn this around and finish this half of the season on a strong note.
And Danny, at the end of an 8-game road trip, you could be tired, you could be thinking about getting home. You got to be impressed with the way they came out. And these kind of games are fun when you're on the squad. We had 12 different guys scoring.
Absolutely. I mean, I thought they would have more guys in double figures, but they came out high. It was a lot of fun for them. You know, they got a chance to get everybody in dunks and assists and threes. It was just a fun game all around. They shot pretty well to start. They finished with 23% from 3, but 67% from the free throw line was one of the things I'm looking at, like, probably could have did better at. But to win this game handily and not playing your best basketball in the second half or whatever, and at the end of a road trip, I said I'll take 5 and 3. I know it would have been nice to be 6 and 2.
Yep, we'll talk about that in a minute.
But yeah, 5 and 3 is a good, and to finish off the road trip that way, you got it's good to go home on a high note.
Listen, Luka went for 24, LeBron 25. Laravia had a nice night with 18, but the big story is Austin Reeves returning, joining the big 3. We've only seen it 8 times this year. He played right at that mark, 21 minutes. He had 15 points, only hit the 1-3, 3 for 9 from the field. Hopefully they give him that assist when he threw it off the backboard for LeBron. Originally they didn't, but he had the 2 steals. He got to the line, James. It's just good to have him back. Even in a limited basis, him out there, it just looks right, and he makes a difference, even in when he's just kind of working his way back.
You know what it's like? When a gym rat can't get in the gym, that's been Austin Reeves. He finally got back on the floor tonight. His play is exceptional. You know what he brings to the team. But another dimension that he brings to the team is just a band of brothers type thing. They like him around, Gator. He's just a good locker room guy on the bus, on the plane. He's been with them on this trip. I'm sure they get the same, you know, kind of experience. But he's just a good person to have in the locker room. You want him on the floor, but he does bring those free throw attempts. He does bring those, you know, he gets people in foul trouble. I mean, even tonight, he was successful at manipulating the defense and doing what he needs to do to get the team up and get other guys involved. It is nice to have him back.
Yeah, I mean, second that. The biggest thing I think that he brings is the free throws dynamic. I mean, he was 8 of 10 tonight from the line. Even when he's not shooting and scoring well, he's them back, but once he gets there, it'll be a lot easier for everybody.
You've always been a great team player, Danny. You just led us right to the next thing, the big 3, Luka and LeBron. You see the numbers right there, 24 for Luka, 25 for Braun, 15 and 21 minutes for Austin Reeves. Danny, I'll just stay with you on this one. I know Austin didn't start, but he did get minutes with those guys. He actually started the 3rd quarter. What did you see when all 3 were on the court together?
Again, it's just the first game back. It's early to tell. It's kind of like when LeBron came back. You know, he was finding his rhythm. He was kind of playing quarterback and not being super aggressive. Austin, limited minutes, kind of the same. So I'm waiting until he, you know, give him a couple. This is a great game for him to come back to kind of get those minutes. I'll wait for, you know, game 4 or 5 where he's more in rhythm to be able to say, you know, what I'd like to see. But I expect him to knock down that jump a little more. He only hit 1 3. He will continue to get to free throw line. But again, these 3 on the court together, I know we talk about their defensive lapses, but the way they can score, their offense is their defense. They're able to slow teams down by how they can get people in foul trouble, slow down the game a little bit, control the tempo.
LeBron was not tired by the end of this road trip. I don't know how many dunks he had today. I think it was 3 or 4.
Didn't look it.
Absolute hammer dunks. But go ahead, James. Jump in on the big 3 and kind of what you saw and, you know, moving forward.
It's just nice to have the trio together. You know, you're not going to help off of Austin Reeves. I don't know who else is in that position. You might be able to help out a little bit. That's one thing he's going to bring attention to details. And like you said, Danny just mentioned, you got to the line. I mean, he's just an exceptional, you know, player. When he's on the floor, you really got to prepare for him. You got to prepare for LeBron, and Luka. And so when you have to do that for those 3 main players, that should open up the door for everybody else. So just having that 3rd element back on the floor should open up things. I mean, Ayton really didn't you know, get it done tonight because, why? You got the big 3. But, yeah, he's going to open up a lot more opportunities for other people on the floor when you have that trio on the floor together.
Yeah, I mean, almost everybody scored tonight, with the exception of 2 guys. But that was from the start of the game. I think 9 guys in the first quarter be able to score a basket, and that was Luka kind of just being on cruise control, but finding everybody. It was one of those type of games, and then Austin came in. By the time he came in, party was already going. He was just trying to join in on the party, get his legs back under him. But it was a show all around, from Bron, Luka, Jackson Hayes even, getting some early dunks. You see Jake LaRavia there with the lob dunk. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I think it's only going to get better as time goes along.
Yeah, this was maybe only their 3rd or 4th game with everyone available. It was only their 9th game with Austin, Luka, and LeBron available. But I think about LeBron on this road trip, big game. He played all 8 games. Very high level here at the end. Only 30 minutes tonight, 25, 10 for 16, 7 assists, the efficiency. But also, it's just, for me, it's the energy and just kind of the way he started that game.
How are you going to retire after this?
Probably not, by the way.
Gator, his body of work. I mean, right now, he's like a college guy playing against junior high kids. He's got all the knowledge up here. It's still hard for him at his age to keep this going, but when he's on the floor, he can make it easy just because of his knowledge. Some of the backdoor cuts, the way he, takes advantage of people
Leaks
in
out.
the post.
Yeah,
sealing people for the long pass. He's just smart. It comes kind of easy for him, even though it's hard. They're going after an older man, but he's still getting up and down the floor like a young kid, man. It's amazing.
Angles.
Yeah.
Angles. I mean, I think all 3 of them. Luka, just how he gets people in foul trouble. Yeah. Austin's learning it, but just his knowledge of how to use his body and cutting off angles and his strength. He doesn't have to use athleticism all the time, but he still can, which is unbelievable, to use have the athleticism at his age to do it.
I want to get your guys' thoughts on just kind of the team overall on this road trip. You get Austin back at the end, 5-3. We probably would have loved 6-2. I felt like the losses on the back end, Cleveland and New York, you really wanted to get one of those, obviously both, but one of those would have been great because 6-2 would have had a different feel for it. But they do pick up their 30th win. I think their 8th or 9th best record in the league right now. They're, in that 6th spot, but just a couple of games out of 4. Just a few games up from 8, so it's just like last year. Everything's kind of congested, but they're returning home for 8 games, and you have 6 before the All-Star break. And then, on the backside, you're at home still with, like, Clippers, Orlando, and Boston. So these are tough games. You got San Antonio, OKC, Warriors, Dallas, Philly on Thursday night. Yes, you're at home, but this is a big stretch coming up.
Yeah, home doesn't guarantee you anything. Obviously, we've seen that before. We saw Charlotte come in here with a bunch of young players. 5-3 is better than 4-4.
For sure.
4-4 doesn't sound that great. 5-3, okay.
Big win against Denver.
Okay, that would be awesome. Set a goal now and practice for it. And because these are critical games, you're sitting in that. They're still in the 6th spot?
Yeah, I think it's now 5 left. My fault. Tonight is 6. 5 left. Yeah.
5, 6.
And then All-Star break, then 3.
Yeah, you can't afford to give up any games right now. You got to get 1 or 2 back that you gave up on the road. You lost a couple you should have won. You got to take care of home. Try to win all these games. Get the momentum going so that when you come back, it'll already be here.
I mean, even getting a split with OKC and San Antonio.
For sure. But also, we got to factor in its trade deadline time right now. A lot of teams don't look the same as what they are. So the team that you lost to, that Clippers team, is not the same. So you have a chance now to build some games up while they're trying to get healthy, because they did get Darius Garland today.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's able to be active and playing right away. They actually play each other in a day or so, the Clippers and Cleveland. So that'll be an interesting one. But yeah, there's some other teams that are making some waves and making moves. So we'll see what it looks like.